and from which you can add the money like Bitcoin. And this is the address they are showing you on which you have to pay. So as much you will pay, $10, $20, $30, $50, it would be added in your balance, and then you'll be able to buy the cards. And once you buy the cards, they'll show you in the dumps or in the support. So I'll show you when you buy the card how it will look like this one. We already bought a card for you. So this would be the card number. This is the date, expiry. This is the CVV number, the name of the person, and the address, United States, and I think the phone number. So that's the information, and this is the unused card basically. Now you can go to any website, and I'll be on that part, that how we can use that card as well. Now I just shown you the websites, the popular carding websites. There are hundreds of carding websites basically. So but I just shown you the couple of them which I have. I know the names. I shown you first the card websites, then I shown you how you can buy the cards by adding some of the Bitcoins. It's also safe for them to take the money, and it's also safer for you to pay in the Bitcoins as well. So it's safer for both of you. So always keep in your mind that Bitcoins are more safe rather than if you pay somewhere with your credit card or with your bank, where you'll always leave your trace back. So you got the carding websites. I shown you how you can buy the cards. Now the point is how you can make use of them. Now first of all, what you can do is, maybe you can also check the balance of the card, that maybe the card which you have bought in $5, $10, that how much balance it's having. That maybe, for example, there is a card which is having a limit of $10,000 which is assigned to someone, and the person have already made a purchase of $8,000 from that. Now it's only $2,000 left in that. So, and if you'll try to purchase something of $3,000, and it will fail. So it's also good that if you have some type of availability to check the balance, we should first check the balance of it. Now how you can check the balance? What you just have to do is, you can Google it like Chase Bank balance check number, balance inquiry number, and you'll see somewhere the numbers where you can call, and you'll just see a computer program speaking with you, like press 1 for this option, press 2 for this option, press 3 for the balance check. So like you press 3, and it will say that please enter your SSN number, or please enter your credit card number. For that perspective, if you'll be checking the balance, keep it in mind that 90% it would be asking for the SSN number. So if you want to check the balance first before you buy, you can also make a purchase with any guess amount as well. So maybe the card would be having that amount, the purchase would get work, or if the card would not be having that amount, purchase would not work. But if you want to check the balance first, it may ask for the SSN number. So you just type from your phone the SSN number of the person, the credit card number, and the computer program will just tell you that welcome to Chase Bank. So the balance is $9,935. Thank you. So like this way you could also check the balance, then you can make the purchase. Now the fourth thing. The first thing, the carding websites. Second thing is how you buy the cards. Third thing is how you check the balance. Now the fourth thing is how you make steal out of the card. Now there are two methods to do that. One is like there is a website Paxful, where there are a lot of Bitcoin sellers and buyers. So there are people where you can pay with the PayPal and they'll give you Bitcoins. There are people to whom you can pay through Western Union and they'll give you the Bitcoins. There are also people to whom you can pay from a credit card and they'll give you the Bitcoins. And Bitcoins are totally undetectable. So from where you have bought it, like the person cannot come back to you even if you paid him the fraud money. But it's little tough nowadays here on the Paxful, because as it's written there, instant ID also required. So most of the people maybe also ask you that the credit card which you're going to use, like of Amanda Wilson, that you also have to show the ID of this person, which you not be having. So possibly this service you'll not be able to use to convert it into the Bitcoins. So second thing is a little longer way, but works, which a lot of my students I also seen they're doing it. Like there are a lot of Nigerians and they have friends there in the US. I'll also tell you, like sometimes they also go to catfishing websites, the dating websites where they date with women and they convince them that to do some work for them. Or maybe you'll be having some friends as well to whom you can convince that you'll be sending some order, like you can buy 10 iPhones from the Apple website, and you can just ship to some woman which you was dating online or something, or you have some friend there in the US. You just ship 10 iPhones to him and you buy in the US, because the US based cards or UK based card, they'll just be used within the US or within the UK better. If you'll try to use that cards in the Nigerian websites or in the Ghana websites, they'll not be working. So they'll be very flexibly working in their own country mainly. So you just make a purchase online on the apple.com by using a US IP through a US based VPN, so that the website will also see that you're making a purchase from the US and you're using a US card. Only then the purchase would go successful. Some of your friend or the woman would be receiving that iPhones or the laptops, whatever, and then they'll ship back to you in Nigeria or somewhere wherever you're existing in that country, and then you can just sell that products on some cheaper price and you get the money back. So it's a little bit longer way, but it works. Or maybe you do not know anyone in the US or in the UK who could receive the things for you. You can also go to Aramex, which is a courier website, shipping, a very big shipping company, who offers a service like a create a drop and ship account. Like you can create an account on their website and they'll give you a permanent address in the US on which you can, whatever you ship there, like they'll give you a permanent address. You can buy that iPhones and you can ship to that address, and whatever comes to that address they'll ship back to you in Nigeria for free. Obviously you just need to pay the shipping fee as well, but that they'll receive for you for free, but they'll ship you and they'll just take the charge for that shipping only. So that's the part in the carding, that how you basically buy the credit cards who are already hacked by someone else and you can just make a use of them. Or the third thing as well you can do is you can buy a online service. Maybe you can go to godaddy.com, or you can go to some you can buy some antivirus license. The point is, or you can buy some hosting, some VPS, some RDPs. The point is that you're not buying something physical product, or you're not converting into money, you're buying some digital service. So which is always, so you can go to some any US site and you can just buy it. So digital services are are given to you immediately, because they do not have to ship something back to you. So this is the things I shown you in the carding, that how you can buy the already hacked cards. So in the later on in the series we'll go with the malware section, where I'll show you how you can hack your own cards as well, and especially in the bank logins as well. So where you'll be getting the bank logins, there you'll be able to transfer directly the money as well, which is not the case in the credit cards. So I hope you liked the video. So I'll not make this video more longer to make you bored, and thank you for watching. So welcome to Black Hat video series. So in this video we'll discuss about the malwares. So what are the malwares? Malwares are the malicious programs which affect our computer, which harm our computer. Simple. Maybe you have heard a lot of times people saying that my computer is not running well, it's running slow, and my computer got a virus, and that's it. That's what they say. They do not know that virus is just one of the malwares listed in our section, but they always complain that my computer is running slow, it means it got a virus. No, it's not always the case. There are a lot of types of malwares as it's displayed on our screen, and our computer can be infected from any of them. Now we'll discuss like what are their functions, how they are different from each other. All these are types of malware. So malware is just a category, and these are the different types of malwares. So first one is the virus, and virus stands for Vital Information Resource Under Siege. If I write it down, Now, what's the job of a virus is, like if someone is designing a virus or developing a virus, what it can do when you send it to someone's computer is maybe it could delete their files, maybe it could slow down their computer, maybe it can infect their computer, maybe it could keep on restarting their computer. Point is that it will just give a damage to their computer, nothing else. The point is, hacker will not gain anything by damaging someone's computer. That's the thing which people understood very soon. That's why viruses were more popular till in the 90s or till 2002, 2004, 5 maximum. And after that, now it's rare that you'll see a virus nowadays. Why so? Because nobody is able to gain something by destroying someone's computer. So that's why the Trojan comes into the picture. Now, what is a Trojan is, there are a lot of names. First of all, you can maybe see Trojan horse, a rat, a backdoor. So whenever you scan your computer from antivirus and it catch something, just go into the details and check that what type of malware it caught, not always the virus. So there will be high possibility that your antivirus would be saying that a Trojan horse is caught. That's what is more common nowadays. Now, what's the role of a Trojan is? What Trojan do, like if I have created a Trojan and I've sent it to someone else, and if the person double clicks on the file, what will happen is I'll gain the full computer control of the person. So whatever he will do, maybe he's doing something, he's watching something on his screen, I'll be able to see what he's doing on his screen. I'll be able to download his files, delete his files, start the processes, close the processes. I can capture his microphone, whatever he's speaking on Skype with someone. I can also record his keystrokes, that whatever he typed from his keyboard, I'll be able to see that on my computer. Maybe he's going to Gmail, typing his password. Maybe he's going to a bank website, type his internet banking login details. Maybe he's going to some shopping website where he's typing his credit card number. So whatever he type, you'll get it. Simple. So that's all you can do very easily through a Trojan horse. That's why these are the most common and the most preferable program by the hackers. Now the second most preferable is the ransomwares. Now what a ransomware is also built with the same way. You just have to create it from a software and send it to someone else. But its working is different. So when someone will double click on your ransomware which you have designed and send it to someone, it will just lock down all the files, all their personal files in their computer. Now it commonly affects to business people more. Why so? Because their files are more important than money. So they have a lot of important business documents, pictures, personal pictures, etc., which are more important to them, which they do not want to lose. And it just displays a picture on their desktop that if you want to retrieve your files back, you have to pay that much money in this account. So till the point you do not pay the money, it cannot retrieve back. Now you might be thinking that is there any way to retrieve our files back, or is there any way the victim will be able to retrieve their files without paying us? The answer is no. He cannot retrieve it back. He have only two choices basically. Whether he have to format his computer, clean it means, in that case even he'll lose his files, or he have to pay the hacker. Only then he'll be able to retrieve the files back. Now the fourth one are the adwares. Now adwares are something for the advertisement purposes they are built. Like whenever we install some softwares, that software also install some more free softwares in our computer, like some toolbars, etc. So which keep on displaying us the advertisements, keep on giving us the pop-ups and forceful advertisements which we cannot even stop, we cannot even uninstall. We put a lot of pop-up blockers in our Chrome, etc., but still that doesn't work like that way because our computer gets infected from adware, which is designed for a forceful advertisements to pick up the sales. So they're not much harmful for our computer basically, because their main role is advertisements. The fifth one is the worms. Worms are primarily built for congestion. Their main job is congestion in the network. Now it doesn't affect one computer. If worm infected one computer, it will not just remain on one computer. All other computers, like if there is a company in which one computer got infected from a worm and it's a network of 300 computers in that building, it will slow down the network of all the 300 computers. The internet would go very slow on all the 300 because it will just create the congestion in the network. That's the role of the worm is. But if you notice, viruses, adwares, worms, they are not primarily for the money making. For the money perspective, according to me, only Trojans and the ransomwares as the primarily key. And that's what we will be doing after this video. So we'll be practicing how we can create the Trojans, how we can go for antivirus evasion so that antivirus would not be able to catch it, how we design the ransomwares, as well as all your questions would also be cleared in the specific videos of the Trojans and the ransomwares when we go into the more details. And now one thing more I would say, how an antivirus catch all these malwares in the form of signatures. When you update your antivirus, it just downloads some signatures which are the hex values of the hash values of the malwares, basically, through which it's able to catch it. And now one thing more, if you notice that still you call the products as an antivirus. Even the antivirus companies call it antivirus, but they catch every type of malware. Their actual name should be anti-malware, not antivirus, because it doesn't only catch the virus, it catch every malware. But why they still call it antivirus is because of the layman people. If they call their product as anti-malware, nobody will buy it. If they'll call it antivirus, everyone will buy it, because that's what I was said, that people are only aware with the viruses, so they and antiviruses. That's it. That's the only two terms they know. But we have to skip the viruses. They are no more required. We have to skip the adwares and the worms because they are not related to our money making part. So the next video, let's continue about the Trojans and the ransomwares. So thank you for watching. Bye bye. So welcome to Black Hat video series. So in this video we'll start about the practicals of the Trojans. So if you can see on our desktop, we have a Trojan horse named as Ramcos. Let me extract it. Password 123. All the tools, Trojans which you require for the training would be provided to you along with this video series. So we go to the folder, and what the file is, Ramcos loader. So you have to start this loader file first and click on the launch button. Allow access. I accept. And the Ramcos is open. Now let me check that it's on the NAT. The victim machine is on the bridge. Let me also make it on the NAT. So first of all, we will be trying the practical in our controlled lab in the VMware environment. Later on, I'll also show you how to do this practical over the internet as well through the VPS. So first of all, let's check our IP address here on the attacker machine, and we disable our firewall so that the victims could come smoothly to us. Our IP address is 47.132. So what we'll do is we'll first go to the local settings. We add any random value like maybe 5555, not any password, and we add it. So now if you see, we are listening on port number 5555. So what is a port number? I hope you'll be knowing it. Port is basically a window or a channel for every application on which it can listen. Like I have Firefox, it would be listening on some another port. Internet Explorer would be listening on another port. Skype would be listening on other port. So every application will be listening on some specific port. So we have assigned like 5555 for the Ramcos. So any victim who will coming to this computer on 5555, it means the victim is coming for the Ramcos, and Ramcos will catch him. That's why we just opened any random port. Then we go to builder. We go to connection, and here we have to type our IP address 192.168.47.132. And the same port we have to give 5555, no password, and we add it. So this is a socket, IP address plus port number. To this specific socket, a victim will come back to us. Installation, we have to click on install the remote client. Why it's important? Else if the victim will restart his computer, you will lose him if you'll not tick mark this option. It will give you the permanent session forever on the victim computer till the point he'll not format his computer. Stealth will make it invisible so that no pop-ups, nothing would open in the front of the victim. Keylogger, we can also enable the offline keylogger as well. Surveillance, no required. Build, and we build the file with the name of maybe update.exe on the desktop. So we can minimize, close. So this is the file. So this is the file which we have to send it to our victim computer. Let's copy it. And we paste it here. And if I double click on this file, you will see one victim came. Now please remember that this practical which we are doing is for the local LAN. Local LAN means in your local computer network, like maybe in your house, into a coffee shop, like on a particular area, not on the internet. For the internet perspective, I'll show the same practical with a different way through a public IP address. Now we have just the private IPs assigned in the VMware. So this practical is just for the local LAN perspective, just to understand how the Trojans and the Ramcos work. So I will right click on the victim. So the first option we have is of the screen capture. If you click on screen capture, you will be able to see the victim screen live, and whatever the victim is doing on his screen, whatever he's watching, and even you can control as well. Like if I'll double click on my computer, my computer is open on the victim. Let's verify on the victim computer. Yes, we can see the my computer is open there as well. We can close it. Let's go back to attacker. So let's close here even. Now if we again right click, you'll see there are actually hundreds of options there in the Ramcos. You can we have a feature of keylogger, like in which you'll be able to record the keystrokes of the victim. Like we go to online keylogger, we click start, and that's it. Now whatever victim will type on his computer, maybe the banking logins, maybe the Gmail passwords, maybe the credit card numbers, everything would be seen here. Like we'll go to victim computer, we'll open the Firefox. I go to maybe like gmail.com. Click sign in. I type John 666 @ for example gmail.com. Password could be like 12345667. Enter. And now if we go to attacker, you can see that the victim first typed the gmail.com, then he typed the John 666 @ gmail.com, and then that was the password he typed. So whatever he'll type more in the future, maybe he'll be chatting with someone, maybe he'll be doing some business transaction, or he'll be doing some business chat, everything you'll be able to read here. So keylogger is actually, I think, the best option in the Ramcos through which you will be able to grasp your perfect things like credit cards and the bank logins. So I stop.